What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 145 of the Rise to Glory here with Gibraltar Apex. And today, wow, it's another Champions League semi-final, our second in 3 years. Today, we are going to be taking on the one, the only Grand Unveil. Drum roll, please. It's going to be Bayern Munich. We're going to start off with a game away from home as well, which, given how our Champions League campaign's gone so far, I'm kind of happy that the first leg's away from home, if I'm honest. It's going to be a tricky game, though. Bayern Munich, a very strong side. And yeah, they're not going to be a team who just roll over to us. Their best player, Baris Coman, Coburn, looks like a good little player for them as well, the centre-back. Some very nice mentors, could be a tricky player for us to beat. I do believe they also still have Hamid Bar, indeed they do. So another one of our former men going to be on the other side of the pitch. Hopefully he can maybe give us a chance and let in a few goals. That'd be nice if you could do that, Hamid, for all the stuff we did for you. But no, that's what we've got planned. Since the last episode, just 2 games to tell you guys about. A 3-0 win against Lynx, an 11-0 win against Leo FC. Mosca got 6 goals. That means that he has broken Tuzon's record of 75 goals in a season. He currently sits with 76 goals scored. And, well, as you can see here, there's still a few games left to go, so we can definitely add to that tally. So that's really good for Mosca. Delighted about that. Still hoping that Brazil aren't going to call him up and that he will decide to declare for Gibraltar. Honestly, I don't know why Brazil haven't called him up, but I'm just hoping that they don't do it now for the next, 6 or 7 months until he can play for Gibraltar. Anyway, that is what's going on there. In terms of this Champions League game, it's going to be a tricky one. We do have a game in between the first and second leg. The reserve team's going to be playing that game for all I'm kind of concerned. In terms of our team for today's game, we've actually got a few kind of injuries and stuff to deal with. Gilvant picked up a kind of bad injury, a twisted ankle. I do believe that'll mean he misses both legs of this game. In terms of our team for today's game, we're going to kind of try and play the team that's seemed to have served us fairly well so far. I'm really delighted, I guess, with just how well this season's gone. Really feels like, a lot of our players have stepped up to the plate and started to perform out of their skin when we really need them to. And as a result, it's a relatively unchanged team. I think we're going to play Mini Mosca today at centre defensive mid. He really has impressed me of late. We're going to go with Bouchard, obviously, to the right. A player who had an absolute nightmare, as you may remember, in the first leg of last kind of episode against Manchester City with that late back pass. Hopefully we won't see something of that nature today. On the bench, Paul Smith's there. All in all, though, it's just our strong team. And we do have a very good team. I feel like, in some ways, because it's been built up so slowly, I don't truly have an appreciation for just how good this team is that we have. It is a fantastically talented side. And I feel more confident than I did against CSKA Moscow kind of at this stage of the Champions League 2 years ago than I did 2 years ago. I feel like this year we've got a lot more of our players fit. The team is a lot stronger. A lot of players have kind of come of age and really started to improve. And I'm hoping that they're just going to give the performance that I hope they can give here. So the first leg is going to be here at the Allianz Arena. Let's get straight into it. Obviously, fantastic performance in the previous 2 kind of stages of this competition. Hopefully we can keep it going for another stage here today. It's not going to be easy, but I do feel like this is, I won't say it's less of a challenge than the City and Real Madrid games because it's still going to be hard. But at the same time, I do feel like our team are capable of getting something here, and I really hope we can kind of show everyone what we're made of. Of course, this game away from home, this opening game, we've lost the last 2 opening games of our knockout stage away from home. Don't want to have to do what we've done the last 2 times again. I feel like we've ridden our luck in a lot of ways, fighting back from behind. I want us to give a good performance here at the Allianz. I definitely think we can try and do that. So far, though, that's definitely not been the case. And Bayern Munich on the attack, and Cabella, 7 minutes gone. It's a nightmare start, really. We've not got into this game at all. And Cabella is actually the player who has buried it there, which is, well, a heartbreaking start to proceedings here. Manchester City, of course, scored early on when we played them. Real Madrid did a similar thing where they took an early lead. It looks like we're going to need another fight back here. Cabella at the back post. Young just can't get across quick enough. A free kind of tap in from Mustafa in centre-back probably should do better. But we still have time to bounce back, and Moscow and try and make an immediate impact here. 2 minutes since their goal. Gaiganov whips it in. Duz is there. What a finish that is. An immediate fight back. Gaiganov with an absolutely, I don't even know. That was a Benini sculpture of a pass. Absolutely ridiculous pass from deep. And Duz just hits it on the volley. Bang. I mean, you don't stop those. Hamid Bar, I've asked you to do us a favour. I don't think even if you tried, you're stopping that one going in. And that is an amazing way to bounce back in a game we've just not been in so far. I'm hoping now we can just settle into this game off the back of that goal. That said, Mosca on the attack. Surely not. Cabasele, options in the middle. Can we get the ball in? Coban with the tackle. It looked like a bad tackle to me. Get him off the pitch, ref. Get him off. Disgusting. Wow. Okay, he is off. Bayern Munich are down a man. Giroud whips it in. Can we just rub salt in the wound? Cabaselli can't get it there. This is a real opportunity now. It's 1-1. Bayern Munich are down a man as well. I mean, we need to push on and make this leg count now, you'd feel. That is their key player as well, I do believe, who got sent off. We have a real opportunity now in this game to just take the game to them. I feel like it might even be unnecessary to play with such a narrow shape now, but unfortunately, without making a few subs, I can't switch to a wider system. That might be something we do later on in this game, depending on how things go. I'm not sure how they're lining up. It looks like they're going with... I don't even know. I'm not even sure what shape they're played at this point. We'll have a look. I'm really curious to see their formation. They're playing a 4-3-2. Okay, yeah, it might be worth bringing in some wide men. I think we'll stick with this shape for now. I mean, they're still on the attack here. They're not going to roll over and kind of give up in this game by Munich. And actually, Flamel has scored for them. It's 2-1. I mean, we've had an issue playing against 10 men. It happened against Everton, as you guys may recall, where we went 3-1 up and they went down a man and they got something. Part of me wants to immediately switch now to the wider system, and it's a bit of a risk. In fact, it's a massive risk, but I'm going to do it. And I think the player who's going to part ways is going to be Mini Mosca, unfortunately, and I'm going to bring Paul Smith in at a winger position. And yeah, we're going to go for this with Doos out on the right, the goal scorer. So it's a bit of a gamble, but I do feel like we have to push for this game now. We need to try and take advantage of the fact Bayern Munich are down a man, but they have the ball here, and Tola shoots. It's a nice block. Can we get it up to Mosca? We can't, but Giroud is there. Now he threads it to Mosca. Mosca, can he beat his man? Nice ball to Doos. Giroud, please bury that. What a goal that is. That is a beautiful passing move. And, well, Doos working well out on the right-hand side for us. And we've done well there. That's a nicely worked goal. Giroud really times his run to perfection. And it's a nice finish in the end. Hamid Bai definitely didn't try for that one. Thank you, Hamid. 2-2 here. This is an okay performance. 2 away goals is massive. Even if we go on to lose this game 3-2 or just by a 1-goal margin, I'd be fairly happy with what we've seen. I'm going to try and encourage the players in this half. Defensively, I feel we have been perhaps a little bit poor, but there's still plenty of time. I'm also looking for Mosca to maybe step it up a little bit. On a 6.9 at the moment, I expect more from him. The record goal scorer in a season with 76 goals. I want him to add to that tally if he can, and this is a good opportunity for him to do that as a striker for us. Paul Smith now injured. Well, things just get better, don't they? I don't even have a left midfielder. I don't even have a left midfielder now. Well, this is a fun situation. Junior can play winger on the right, so I guess it makes sense just to bring him out on the left. I think that's what we'll do. Go for that. Junior completely out of position at this point. I'm going to change Giroud to a shadow striker. I wanted to push on just a little bit more, especially given how Bayern Munich are down a man. I want him to get in the box and be very much a second striker behind Mosca. Anyway, 20 minutes left of this game. Part of me wants to go more attacking. I think I'm going to as well. I feel like maybe I'm being a bit complacent here, but I feel like this is a game where we should really be pushing on and trying to make something happen. So that's what we're going to try and do for the remainder of this game. Still fairly defensive down the spine of the side with the centre mid on defending the deep line playmaker. Set piece here though for Bayern Munich. We don't want to concede a set piece. Gaiganov collects it. We have a lot of options on ahead. Giroud in acres of space. First time to Doos. Nice pass. Doos beats his man. As an inside forward, can he get the ball across? He can. Giroud, I think that was blocked by Mosca. I think he has had an absolute nightmare this game and he's just blocked a clear-cut chance our way. That's absolutely heartbreaking. It's not been his night, simply put. I'm a little bit concerned about our centre-backs on bookings. Part of me wants to take one of them off. I'm going to take off Assad. We don't have another sub because Smith came on, so we'll make our last change. I'm going to bring on Frigier for Assad just because Assad's on a booking and he's a key player for us. It's perhaps a little bit of a risk with 10 minutes left at 2-2. But I feel like we're going to feel like this is a missed opportunity if it finishes at 2-2 or worse, 3-2, especially with them down a man. Yargo with the ball. Can we pressure him? Don't let him turn and get the pass away here. Don't let him turn and get the pass away. Nice pressure, but we have left ourselves very open down the middle here now. And now it scoofs to Flamel. Nice save by Ludwig Young. That could be a massive save for us in this semi-final. Get the ball up to Mosca. Mosca, where are you, Mosca? Where are you, in the words of Delia Smith? Please turn up for us. 2 minutes left, 4 minutes left, 3 minutes of added time. That's going to be all she wrote. 10 seconds left. That's GG. 2-2. There's an air of disappointment about it. Although, I say that, okay, I thought we might still have a chance. We won't. It's going to finish 2-2 here. I'm going to tell the boys they were unlucky. It's a good performance, but it does definitely feel like a missed opportunity considering they were down a man. But 2-2, going into the leg at the Space Park, I mean, if you told me that at the start of the game, I would have taken it. It's unfortunate. Paul Smith's going to be out for 4 weeks. But no, that's okay. We can definitely build upon that result right there. As I mentioned, we've got Manchester 62 in between. You guys don't want to see that. I'm going to skip forward. We're going to get into the second game against Bayern Munich. 2-2 going into the game at the Space Park. Let's see if we can get something else from this game. So here we are. Second leg, Bayern Munich at home. I'm going to be honest, I'm still really disappointed about that first leg performance. For them to lose a man to a sending off at 1-1 and for the game to finish 2-2, I mean, that is a massive opportunity missed. I'm just hoping it's not going to be something we regret going forward. In terms of today's team and in terms of today's game, I'm mixing things up. It looks like Bayern Munich are going to play a 4-4-2. We're going to be switching to the 4-2-3-1. Now, of course, Smith is out injured, which causes me some issues out on the left-hand side. As a result, Jose Maria is going to come in, a player who we signed at the start of the year to be a backup for £7 million. I mean, we're looking for a massive performance from him today out on the left-hand side. Like, prove to me that you are worth £7 million today, please, Jose. Elsewhere, Mosca is going to lead the line up front. Duz is, of course, going to play out on the right-hand side. In the centre attacking mid-position, we go with Sebastian Girard. In behind him, Volsky and Bouchard, Kabasele, Assad, Mustafi, Gaiganov, Young. It's a good team, but I'm just a bit concerned that we couldn't beat Bayern Munich with 10 men away from home. Is it going to be any easier at home against 11 men? I mean, that's the big challenge. They are missing, of course, the player who got sent off, which is going to mean, I believe, Gullenbeck is there or was starting last game along with Feist. I don't know. They have two very good centre-backs. I was hoping that they were going to be left weaker by Munich, but it seems like they are very well covered. Their entire team is very talented. Of course, it's worth noting that, as you guys know, at the start of this year, I added in a lot more playable leagues, and what it does is it generates a lot of these players to play for Bayern Munich. So if I just flick through their team, there'll be 1 or 2 players, I imagine, who just have 2 years of history, or very limited history, certainly. And yeah, this is going to be hard. This is going to be a tricky game. Let's see what we can do. We're going to play the 4-2-3-1. As I said, Maria, big performance from you. Mosca, please score a few. I'm nervous. I am really not looking forward to this game. I was about to say I'm really not enjoying this game. I probably won't enjoy this game. I'm enjoying this save for sure, but this is, I feel like, I don't want to say sick to my stomach. That's very kind of dramatic, but I don't know. We've got to a semi-final, 2 years ago, and we lost in heartbreaking fashion. But at that point, the first leg, we'd already been destroyed, so I didn't have a lot of hope going into this second leg. This save's been going on for, 20 years now? I've invested a lot of time into this FM save. And just to be here now, it's nerve-wracking. There's a lot riding on it. Gaiganov's picked up a bruised rib, and I'm being suggested I sub him off. I feel like a bruised rib is something you can play through. But at the same time, I could just bring in Graphite or Graphrite. Let's play Graphrite. I might regret making that change. A bruised rib seems like something you can play through. My assistant was telling me that we should probably take him off. If this was the final, I definitely wouldn't be taking him off, but I don't want to aggravate an injury whilst we're still in with a shot of the final. Of course, away goals are a massive factor in this game. The fact we got 2 is huge. And now we have a set piece. Ball to Girard. Maria shoots. I talked about Jose Maria having a point to prove. He could have very well proven that point right there. Unfortunately, squandered the opportunity. With the away goals, though, 0-0 would be enough to send us for a goal for us. Puts us in a really good situation. It suddenly applies pressure on Bayern Munich to need 2, which would be a good position. That said, they've got a set piece here. Can we clear it? Flamel, he got a goal last game against us. Let's not let him have time in the box again. They've got the ball here. And Tola, Sturm puts it wide. A let off right there. Game is very tight. It's very much in the balance, but there might be one last chance here before half-time. The 44th minute. It's Bayern Munich with the ball bringing it forward. Yago on this left-hand side. Don't let him whip the ball in. Nice play. Volsky wins it. Bouchard Gives the ball away under some intense pressure. And now Stern, big ball up. Assad, what are you doing, Assad? Don't mess around with it, please. Ball not reaching Mosca, although Mosca works well to get it back. And now Jose Maria, you've got a point to prove. He crosses it. Mosca misses it. Doos! It's gone for a corner. Maria involved in the build-up again. He's had a good game so far, to be fair to him. Still maybe a chance here. That is a poor pass by Doos. That's probably going to be all she wrote for this the first half. 0-0. It's good. It could be better, though. I'm going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up, and then I'm going to try and encourage the players. A really good team talk, though, again. Just encouraging the players in this game, you know. Although I perhaps expect us to win, the bookies definitely don't. This is a game where we are still kind of punching way, way above our weight. And it's going to be a challenge, but it's a challenge that I want us to rise to here in this second half. Mosca to Girard. It's a pointless highlight. Why am I commentating it? I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, the longer this game goes on, the longer I'm going to be staring at the time. I mean, we've had 3 clear-cut chances in this game. If we were to lose this now, we're going to look back on that first half of chances and perhaps regret it. Let's see what we can do, though. Going to be a chance here. Hamid Bar with the ball. Just dropping it. Big ball cleared up. We're dropping very deep there and giving them space to run into. I'm not convinced by that defending. Shot goes across goal. And, well, our tournament life flashed before our eyes there. Still 0-0 here. I mean, 0-0's fine. We kept a clean sheet against Manchester City. I feel like Mosca's been underwhelming. Jose Maria's not had a great game out on the left. I haven't got an option to replace him with, unfortunately, unless I want to bring in Junior. Which I think we'll do, actually. We'll bring in Junior to replace him. I'm going to hold on to our last sub as well. But Jose Maria, he's not had a game to remember. Let's get on Junior. He had a broken leg earlier in the year. He's battled back to full fitness, the right winger. Playing way out of position out on the left, but I'm hoping he can adapt to that role. The longer this game goes on, the more I want to play defensive. It's 0-0. There's 10 minutes left. Hamid Bar with a kick. Of course, if we score, they need 2. If they score, we need 1. Mustafa wins that. Assad. Let's just get the ball clear. Up to Junior, the sub. Can he make something happen? Nice support by Cabasele. Now to Bouchard. Back out to Junior, who cuts inside. Intercepted, but we still have the ball. Girard. Options on ahead. Graphite. Get the ball in the box. Cleared. Bouchard. Hit that. Girard, please. Someone shoot. Graphite crosses it. Doos shoots. It's saved. What a save that is. It's a good chance. We still have a corner. Ball whipped in. Assad can't get their Doos. Back into the mixer. Get it back in the mixer again, my son. He can't do it. Bayern Munich on the break. They've got men forward. Someone foul someone. Just stop the play here. Nice tackle, Volsky. Fantastic by the Polish player. Girard really struggling for fitness. I need to hold on to my subs. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Oh my gosh. Please don't miss it. Who's taking it? Is it Girard? No, it's Mosca. Mosca, please. Please bury this. Send us through. He has done. Let's go. 3-2. Mosca's 78th goal of the season. 78. Mental. Absolutely mental. Bayern Munich need 2. I can't see them getting it. I don't want to talk prematurely. I'm about to switch to a very defensive shape and formation for the rest of this game. Let's just get men back. Let's not mess around here. Let's just get this game done. We're going to have to play a few people out of position, but I mean, it's fine. Play on the counter, play structured, lower tempo. Don't need to close down so much. Let's not look for the overlap. Let's just play a 4-4-1-1. Let's overload that midfield. We have just minutes to spare here to waste, and we've done it. Let's go, boys. What a result that is. Fantastic. 1-0. Mustafa, man of the match at centre-back. Assad, an 8.1 for him as well. Sebastian Girard had a fantastic half as well. Mosca getting the goal from the penalty spot. We are going to a Champions League final. And I am so excited. Wow. We're not going to know who we're going to play just yet. It's going to be between PSG and Barcelona. I believe at the start of our kind of little knockout run, I said I wanted to take on the winner of every single league. Whichever team we get out of these two is going to be an exciting game. When do they kick off? They kick off on the 16th. Let's see who we're playing. We're going to a Champions League final. Gaiganov is out for 5 to 7 days. That's fine. We get £5 million. Worth noting, McVitie, our former man Aaron McVitie, he's managing Glasgow United, which is kind of cool. And they've won the Segunda division, so he's going to be playing in our division next year. Our former player now turned manager. What a story that is. Who are we going to be playing in the Champions League final? I want to play PSG, but Barca would be a fun game too. It's going to be PSG thanks to away goals. We are going to be taking on the French champions, the team who, if I recall correctly, may have been the first team we ever played in a Champions League knockout game. I almost want to check this, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm trying to remember now. Right, these were the early years. Where was our first Champions League group stage? Here it was. It was. Our very first Champions League group stage game was a 7-1 defeat to PSG. We now have a chance to beat them in the final to get some vengeance and see how far we've come over the last 13 years. I am excited for that. That will be next episode. Guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please smash the like button. Let's get some hype going for the final. That'll be coming your way very, very soon. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I am bricking it. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys for that one. Oh, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm flustered. Let's hope we can get a good result. It was going to impact, actually, I've just noticed, the end of season live com. We'll do that after the Champions League game. Hopefully I'll see you guys for that one. And yeah, I will see you next episode for the Champions League final.